High in the misty mountains of the Cordilleras, where the air is thin and the landscape is shrouded in an ethereal fog, lies a world untouched by time. Here, the clouds kiss the earth, creating a mystical veil that blankets the rugged terrain. The mountains stand tall, their peaks often hidden by the rolling mist, giving the impression of a land floating in the sky. Below, rivers roar like giants, their waters carving through the landscape with a force that has shaped the valleys and gorges over millennia. These rivers are the lifeblood of the land, providing sustenance and a means of travel for the people who call this place home. In these remote highlands lived the headhunting tribes of Northern Luzon. These tribes, with their rich traditions and fierce warrior culture, have a history that is as rugged and enduring as the mountains themselves. This is the story of Tiga, a young warrior whose journey to prove his honor and bravery is a testament to the enduring spirit of his people. Tiga, like many before him, was raised with the knowledge that in his world, heads meant power, courage, and survival. As Tiga prepared for his first headhunt, he was filled with a mixture of fear and excitement. The headhunt was not just a test of physical strength, but also of mental fortitude and cunning. It was a rite of passage that would determine his place in the tribe and his future as a warrior. The elders of the tribe, who had themselves once been young warriors, shared stories of their own headhunts, passing down wisdom and strategies that had been honed over generations. These stories were more than just tales of bravery, they were lessons in survival and the harsh realities of their world. Tiga's family, proud yet anxious, prepared a feast in his honor. The entire village gathered to celebrate and to offer their support. It was a time of unity and shared purpose, a reminder that while the headhunt was an individual challenge, it was also a collective endeavor. As Tiga set out on his journey, he traversed the rugged terrain of the Cordilleras, crossing rivers and climbing mountains, each step bringing him closer to his destiny. The path was fraught with danger, but Tiga was determined to prove himself and to bring honor to his family and his tribe. Along the way, Tiga encountered wild animals and navigated through dense forests, facing natural obstacles that tested his skills and resolve. Each challenge he overcame was a step closer to his goal, a testament to his strength and determination. In moments of reflection, Tiga would look out over the mountains, contemplating his journey and the legacy he hoped to leave behind. He knew that his actions would be remembered by future generations, and this knowledge gave him the strength to continue. Finally, after days of arduous travel and countless trials, Tiga returned to his village, greeted by his family and tribe. The celebration of his successful headhunt was a moment of triumph, not just for Tiga but for the entire community. It was a reaffirmation of their traditions and the enduring spirit of the Cordilleras. In Tiga's village, headhunting was sacred. Taking a head was not violence, it was honor. It was a gift to the spirits for peace, harvest, and protection. But Tiga had yet to take a head. Whispers surrounded him. Was he ready to carry his father's legacy? One fateful day, an enemy tribe attacked. Fields were burned, a boy was taken. The once peaceful village was thrown into chaos as flames devoured the rice fields, the lifeblood of the community. Villagers scattered in every direction, their faces etched with fear and despair. Amidst the turmoil, a young boy was forcefully dragged away by the invaders, his cries for help echoing through the smoke-filled air. The village, now a shadow of its former self, was left to grapple with the aftermath of the brutal assault. The elders gathered under the sacred balete tree. This ancient tree, with its sprawling roots and thick canopy, had always been a place of wisdom and guidance. The elders, dressed in their traditional attire, sat in a solemn circle, their faces grave with the weight of the decision they had to make. The air was thick with tension as they deliberated on the best course of action to protect their people and restore peace to their land. The sacred balete tree, a silent witness to countless generations, now bore witness to their resolve. Chief Elder Tiga, the spirits have chosen you. Lead the hunt and bring back a head. The chief elder's voice was steady, yet filled with an underlying urgency. Tiga, a young man known for his bravery and skill, stood before the council, his heart pounding in his chest. The weight of the task ahead was immense, but he knew he could not refuse. The spirits had spoken, and it was his duty to heed their call. The council members nodded in agreement, their eyes reflecting a mixture of hope and concern. Tiga took a deep breath, accepting the responsibility that had been placed upon his shoulders. With his father's axe and a heavy heart, Tiga set off into the wilderness, guided by duty and destiny. The forest was dense and foreboding, each step echoing the gravity of his mission. The axe, a symbol of his lineage and strength, felt both reassuring and burdensome in his grip. As he ventured deeper into the wilderness, the sounds of the village faded, replaced by the whispers of the wind and the rustling of leaves. The sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the mountains, a reminder of the fleeting nature of time. Tiga's mind raced with thoughts of the boy who had been taken, the village that depended on him, and the spirits that watched over his every move. Determined and resolute, he pressed on, knowing that his journey was just beginning. For days, Tiga and his warriors hunted their enemies, through forests thick with shadows and rivers roaring with secrets.
The spirits guide us, Tiga. Tomorrow we fight.
At dawn, they found the enemy camp. The sun had barely risen, casting long shadows across the ravine. The air was thick with tension as the tribal warriors peered down at their foes. They knew this day would be etched into their history forever. Tiga knew there would be no turning back. The battle was chaos. Warriors clashed with a ferocity that shook the ground beneath them. The sound of metal against metal, the cries of the wounded, and the shouts of commands filled the air. Tiga moved with purpose, his eyes scanning the battlefield for the enemy chieftain. Tiga fought like the storms of his ancestors. His movements were swift and precise, a dance of death honed by years of training. And then, he saw him. The enemy chieftain stood tall amidst the chaos, a beacon of strength and power. The enemy chieftain, a warrior of great strength. Without hesitation, Tiga charged. His heart pounded in his chest, each beat echoing the drums of war. The two warriors collided with a force that seemed to shake the very earth. Tiga's mind was clear, his focus unwavering. This was the moment he had trained for his entire life.
Tiga, take the head. The words were spoken with a solemn reverence. The severed head, wrapped in woven leaves, was a symbol of victory and honor. It was a token of the battle fought and won, a testament to Tiga's bravery and skill. The spirits will honor you. The tribal elder's voice was filled with pride and respect. The ceremony around the fire was a sacred tradition, a way to honor the fallen and celebrate the victorious. Tiga stood tall, the weight of his actions settling upon him. He had fought with honor, and now he would be remembered as a hero.
Tiga returned a hero. The tribe celebrated his victory. The head he brought back was placed at the sacred altar, an offering to the spirits. But as Tiga looked across the mountains, he whispered to the wind, "Let this be the last head I take." The headhunters of the Cordilleras are now legends, whispered through the wind and etched in stone, a reminder of honor, courage, and the price of survival.